Do you have a lot of scrapbooking papers in your stash, such as your 12 by 12 pads, magazines, 6 by 6 pads, all of those sort of really pretty things that you keep? If you have, then please join the challenge this month. We are going to go through our scrapbooking paper and we're going to have a look at some uses that we could use up this month. Hello, it's Edwina from My Craft Orchard. How are you? Scrapbooking paper then for this monthly challenge. Oh, I do like it when this monthly challenge. I'm just going to move all this glue out of the way. Because I just, I get to root through all my stuff and have a good look at what I've got. And blimey, don't I have a lot of stuff? Okay. Let me first of all show you some of the things that I've got and I'm looking at using, and then I'm going to show you a couple of ideas of how I'm going to use them or how you could use them in your planning. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is this great big folder. So this is one of these booklets that have the poly pockets that are already sort of attached in, and there's going to be a lot of glare on this and I do apologise. So I'll do a quick flip. This is full of cards. See, this was a box of a Chinese takeaway that we had. I just kept, everything was inside, it just came in a box, so I cut it up, so really pretty. This was off like a brochure, like a holiday brochure. These were out of magazines. Can you see that? That is like the backing of an alphabet and number stamp type, because it's really nice thick card. I think there's a doily in there where I've cut things up and bits of plastic. I've kept all those. These were advertising bits for fabric that I was going to be selling in my craft shop. A birthday card, an index card, some more packaging I think. Some stamps that my sister put on a piece of paper, more doilies, writing paper. I think that actually came out of a magazine, but still writing paper. Wrapping paper. This is wrapping paper. Again, birthday cards. I think that's it that I've got in there. As you can see, that is jam-packed full of stuff. Let's put that over there. This pile of things that I've got here. Now, these are all magazines that I've ripped up. These are Daphne's Diary magazines. Now I chose a subscription and I had this for 2 years, and it got to the end of the tube and I've still got so many of these magazines and there's so much use in them that I decided to stop the subscription, and I'm still sort of piling through all the papers. But these are great. So it is a little bit expensive. Daphne's Diary is a little bit expensive, but you only get it, I think it's 6 times a year, but there's so much stuff. If I have a very quick flick, so that's the that's the front cover, and then on the back is you have a nice design, and then the other sort of end of the magazine, again you see you've got all of this lovely, there's writing on it and things, but you can cut that off. Then there's, I think that was a poster that came with one of the, look, just look at the colours in that. Oh no, sorry, it's upside down. But the colours, so for instance with this one I could cut that out and stick that in, or the middle bit. This like section of blue flowers. So it's all about, particularly with these sort of like arty magazines, another cover, and there's recipes and all sorts of things in Daphne's Diary. That you can use, you don't have to use the whole page. I think those are postcards that you cut out. See, so you could use that as a bookmark or something like that. Like even though it says Happy Easter, you could just cut that section there out if you wanted to, or the bowl, or that bunny there. You know, so there's lots of ways, there's lots of diagrams, and then they always do a travel piece. So if you're looking for a vision board and you decide, oh, that's just how I'd like my living room to look, you could cut that out and put it on a vision board or something like that. I find these magazines really, really useful, and you don't have to do this with just sort of Daphne's Diary type magazines. You can also do this with the supermarket magazines. Sometimes lots of recipes, or there's pictures in there, holiday brochures, your Woman's Weekly, your craft magazines. You know, there's lots of things. There's a lot of other different magazines as well. I think there's one called Breathe, and nope, I can't remember what the other one is. Anyway, the other thing I have a lot of are these 12 by 12. Now, if I brought them all, it'd probably be up to the camera like that, because I've got so many. So I just thought I'd bring the vintage one that I've got, because this would appeal. Some of the other things I've got Christmas, I've got like blue and green and plants, and this is really quite sort of a muty one. There is a reason I bought this, because I've got a theme going on in one of my journals, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and I think something out of here is going to fit quite well. And so these are actually double-sided. Sometimes they come with just one-sided, these 12 by 12, so you can just use the one, and if it's double-sided you have to choose which side you're going to use. You don't, and yeah, these by who's this one? This one's Make and Create. This one's quite a nice sort of thicky type. Sometimes they come a bit papery. If you've been sorry about the crinkling. If you've been around my channel for a while, then you'll also know that I'm an affiliate. I have an affiliate link for Under the Rowan Tree, which is down below. You get 10% off. But they always send me every month and every quarter. They send me journaling sort of paper, scrapbooky paper. And this was the latest. This was the Japan box that I'm getting the stuff out of here. And then this one was actually the bump on the back of what was in the Rowan Berry box. But she's put the design on the one side and then the bump on the other, and I like that because I use those quite a lot. And again, I'm going to show you what I'm using that for. But again, these are the 6x6. These are double-sided. You can pick up packs of 6x6 papers, the same as the 12 by in the range, in the works. I've had some out of Hobbycraft, off online, obviously, Amazon, all of those sort of places. So let me show you what I'm sort of doing. The first thing I'm going to show you, I've got so much stuff on this desk, it's ridiculous. So as you can see, I've actually cut some of these out. But the first thing I'm going to show you is how I store. So these have been used, and then I store all the pieces. So if I've used a big 12 by 12 to cut a divider for my Filofax out, what's left I put into one of these. And this is let me get the card out because it's a bit shiny. There we go. So this is a 12 by 12 file folder by docraft.com, and I think I bought them individually because I've got a few of these. I don't think they came as like a pack of 3 or anything. Again, I will link it all below, and then in here is where I sort of store all the scraps. So like that's thinner. That's a thinner piece, but it's like white on the back, and then that one's white on the back, but that's like a double-sided one. So, and all of these bits of scrapbooking can be used for journaling cards, for notes, particularly if it's like white on the back. You could just like put a note on it for a friend, or a bookmark, all of those sort of things. What else have I got in it? Do you know what? I haven't looked in here for absolutely ages. I've got all sorts of stuff in it. These are magazine pages. Oh, look at that. That I had out of the mail on Sunday. My husband obviously had the magazine. We don't have it all the time, but look at those flowers. Can you see? So there's pictures. These are magazines in all fairness, but there are some of them come in all sorts of pictures. I can see why I kept these though. I just love the May blossom. I know it's the June challenge, but recipes. Oh yeah, there you go. I kept a recipe in there as well, and bathroom pictures. Not quite sure why I've got bathroom pictures, but who knows. It was a while ago. Again, the cruise pages. Not really quite sure why these were kept, but it doesn't matter. I'll have another look through. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Yeah. So as you can see, anything that sort of takes your fancy, anything that you like out of magazines. Now, one of the reasons I've sort of got a lot of this is because I've been doing over the years, I've done a bit of junk journaling, and Junk Journal July's coming up. So if you are interested in making a junk journal, I do have a few videos already on my channel. If you want to go and catch them out, I will link a few of them down below. But that's what I tend to use, sort of magazines and scrapbooking paper and things. But within my planner, I also use a lot of these sort of things. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this box. So I had a set of knitting needles come in this, and because it's so pretty, I just couldn't. Sorry about my chair screen. I just couldn't throw it away. I just love the pictures, and what I've got in here, because it's got a lovely, it's a nice sturdy box, and it's got a magnet on the front. That was from Knit Pro. It's a set of Knit Pro needles. Is magazine pieces that I've cut out. Look. So these were out of, I think most of these are out of Daphne's diary, because I picked a load up and I just took a page and I've cut the pieces off, and I'm going to show you how to do this in a minute. If you want to know about scrapbooking and doing these sort of things, especially the junk journal, there's lots of people I would recommend. Anybody got Meg's Journals? She's a pretty good one. And then there's a couple, Paper Outpost, and there's another one and I can't just remember. I'll put it on screen and I'll link everybody down below who I'm suggesting. This video has gone on really long, so I've decided to split it into two. This first part being all about the scrapbooking paper and the types of things we're going to use in this monthly challenge. In part two, we'll have a look at how I've been using it in my rings and my traveller's notebooks and all of those sort of things. So make sure you have subscribed to check that next video out. If you enjoyed this and you are joining us within the challenge, then make sure you've liked this video. It does help my channel and lets other people know that I'm here. Thank you for watching.